This is 7 National News, and in our top story, President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, in his capacity as ruler of Abu Dhabi, has issued a law concerning the Abu Dhabi government's financial system. The law seeks to set a comprehensive regulatory framework for public financial resources to guarantee that government work is conducted within the institutional framework with a high level of transparency and accountability in the management of public funds. The law covers budgeting and implementation of the budget, treasury management, regulating the bank accounts of the government, public entities, institutions and companies, regulating and managing public debt and government bonds, preparing and issuing a financial monitoring system after approval from the Executive Council, issuing a public services pricing guide after approval from the Executive Council, and examining pricing requests from public entities. It also requires preparing an ownership policy for government institutions and companies to be approved by the Executive Council, issuing rules and templates for the expected performance statements, and monitoring the financial performance and other government investments. The law forbids imposing, amending or removing any taxes unless through legislation, and prohibits exempting all from these taxes except in the cases stated in the law. No fees may be imposed, amended or removed unless through legislation, Emiri decree or Executive Council resolution. The UAE Minister of Finance and Deputy Ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has officially inaugurated the 13th edition of Arab Health. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan attended the opening day of the 4-day healthcare event, where he toured a number of exhibitors and national pavilions along with senior government officials. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan also visited the pavilions of the Ministry of Health and Prevention, Dubai Health Authority and Dubai Healthcare City, where he was briefed on the latest technology and initiatives launched by the bodies towards improving healthcare in the UAE. Over 4,400 companies are exhibiting their latest innovations and medical equipment throughout the 4-day event, which will have 38 dedicated country pavilions and has attracted thousands of healthcare professionals, medical trainers and experts. Among the major announcements on the first day of the Arab Health included plans to launch the UAE Genetic Dictionary by the UAE Ministry of Health and Prevention. Though no details on the expected launch date were revealed, the ministry aims to launch the guidelines and report of the UAE Genome Project before the year 2021. The UAE Genome Project involves scientific research aimed at profiling and determining the gene sequencing among UAE nationals and residents to aid the prevention and treatment of chronic diseases. Commenting on the project, the spokesperson of the Ministry of Health stated that by finding these genetic risk variants and understanding their effects, they're aiming to gain new insights into the biological pathways a disease follows.
We concentrated on 3 of the diseases which is more common in the community, like diabetes, the cardiovascular diseases and the cancer. And this is actually here come with the plan or the alignment with the Vision 2021, in which Vision 2021 is toward controlling these diseases, reaching to the better control and reducing the occurrence or let's say the complication which could result from these diseases. And even through this analysis, we discovered that there is something special about the UAE community. And here actually will come the project of UAE Genome. And this is will take us toward starting the dictionary of UAE Genome. So, and accordingly, the management of our patients, starting even from the screening. The screening could be maybe in the early stages, the intervention could be in the early stages, and like for a certain family, the prenatal diagnosis will be in early stages, avoiding the complication which could happen, and of course, the mortality which be by the end result of these diseases.
Russian visitors in the UAE will now be able to get visa on arrival, according to a new UAE cabinet decree. According to UAE news agency WAM, the decision is being implemented following the approval of a cabinet decree number 24 for 2017. According to the decree, Russian citizens will be granted a 30-day entry visa on arrival, which is renewable one time only for another 30 days. At this moment, it is unclear when visas on arrival would be granted. WAM news agency also reported that the strategic cooperation and common ambitions of the UAE and Russia will be enhanced following the decree, and also creates new horizons of economic and tourist cooperation serving common interests and goals. Reports suggest that the UAE received more than 600,000 Russian tourists in the past 2 years, and currently there are 56 weekly flights in operation between the UAE and Russia. The UAE also granted visas on arrivals to Chinese citizens last year. The Sharjah Police has launched a new initiative that will allow motorists to pay their accumulated traffic fines in installments. According to Sharjah Police, the new scheme will also enable those drivers who have expired registration cards to renew their vehicle permits. While stating that the initiative of paying traffic fines in installments will ease the burden on the public, police officials highlighted that the installment mechanism will be applicable only for individual vehicle owners and not for companies. It was also revealed that only vehicles registered in the UAE can avail this facility, adding that vehicles registered in other countries or those prepared for export will not be included in the installment scheme. While giving more details, it was mentioned that out of the total fines accumulated, the vehicle owner will have to pay all other fines for violations committed outside Sharjah and 50% of the amount of fines for violations committed inside the emirate. And the remaining 50% could be paid later in the year. However, if the owner wants to sell or export the vehicle or transfer the ownership to somebody else, it could be done only after paying the remaining amount. While urging motorists who have accumulated traffic fines and need to renew their car registrations to benefit from the initiative, police officials added that the minimum installment amount to be paid will be 1,000 dirhams. The UAE Ministry of Health and Prevention has launched the second phase of Your Health Comes First media campaign to promote healthy lifestyle in the country. During a press conference on Sunday, it was revealed that the 3-month campaign organised by the Health, Education and Promotion Management under the UAE Ministry of Health and Prevention seeks to increase public awareness about the importance of physical activity in our daily lives. The initiative, whose first phase kicked off in the middle of February last year, encourages everyone to engage in healthy activities at least 10 minutes for 3 times a day, which equals to 30 minutes per day. During Your Health Comes First campaign, the ministry will also educate the public about how to incorporate basic physical activities into their daily lives to meet the levels of physical activities recommended by the WHO for adults in the age group of 18 to 64 years. According to the UN Health Agency, those belonging to this age group should do at least 150 minutes of moderate to intense aerobic physical activity throughout the week in order to reap the maximum health benefits equal to everyday physical activity lasting for 30 minutes. As the obesity rate in the UAE is double the world average, where nearly 30% of the global population are either overweight or obese, authorities highlighted that the latest campaign is an integral part of UAE Vision 2021, which seeks to reduce lifestyle-related illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease and cancer.
As you know, Ministry of Health and Prevention launching today, Your Health is First. So we called it Move It UAE. You can do physical exercise, half an hour daily. If you cannot, you don't have time. Within days, when you do half an hour, you will accumulate more. So it's important to combat a lot of non-communicable disease to do physical activity.
Physical activity is very important, but people are still not practicing or being physically active. So what we have done is conduct 8 focus groups that include people from 18 age till and above, from different nationalities, locals and non-locals. So the idea of the focus group is to identify the main barriers that prevent people from being physically active. So the main barrier was not having time, and I think this is the excuse for everyone. So, we found out that studies prove that if you divide the 30 minutes that is required to be healthy into a bouts of 10 minutes every day, then you will reach or you will get the same benefits of doing a full 30 minutes of physical activity. So this is the message that we are trying to convey to people, that if you don't have time for a full 30 minutes, then divide your 30 minutes into 10 minutes bouts.
The UAE Ministry of Education has developed a new physical education curriculum for public and private schools starting from the 2nd semester this year. According to the ministry, the curriculum targets all educational levels and supports UAE's aim of building healthy generations of students, while stating that the inclusion of physical education in the curriculum for the first time ever is key for the all-round development of students. Ministry officials highlighted that their vision is based on including modern curricula which would help build the students' personality, introduce them to modern educational practices, work on sharpening their determination, clarify their mind and diversify their skills. It was revealed that the educational curriculum for physical education was designed with the help of international expertise while keeping in mind the national effort to fulfill the individual needs of country students. The curriculum includes all levels from kindergarten through to the 12th grade and covers a wide range of subtopics, including physical tests and training, fitness, diet, nutrition, anatomy and physiology. Ministry of Education also stressed that drastic changes in the current physical education is in line with UAE's National Agenda and Vision 2021, and they are confident that the new curriculum will meet international standards. And finally this evening, Yas Island is set to host the 3rd annual Abu Dhabi Pet Festival and Do Arena on the 3rd of February. Promising animal and pet lovers a fun day packed with family-friendly outdoor activities, the free-to-attend festival will celebrate pets with a variety of entertaining competitions and demonstrations. The festival will also look to raise awareness about animal welfare, health and training, as well as the numerous pet products and services available in the UAE. The festival will host the 5th International Dog Show Competition, Cat Beauty Contest, Dog Agility Competitions, Woof Parade, Abu Dhabi's Canine Police Dogs Demonstration and Special Bullies Dog Competitions. The event will cater to children too. A petting zoo, kids' play area, games and pony rides will all be available. The venue will feature food and beverage stalls and trucks, in addition to pet product and service stalls. Meanwhile, pet experts and veterinary specialists will be on hand to answer pet-related questions and provide information. In addition, free medical checkups, vaccinations and microchipping will be provided to those who request them.